Page 13, Prelude in A minor. Well, obviously the piece is in A minor. We don't have to worry about the key signature. It's no sharps or flats. 6/8 times, so an eighth note gets a count. We're counting eighth notes. So at the beginning, all these eighth notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means a dotted quarter note gets 3 counts because it's the same as 3 eighth notes. Now that's about the extent of the counting. It's pretty straightforward in 6/8 time. It's just as long as you remember to take it slow when you're learning it. So let's kind of take both hands together here. In the left hand on these chords, these are primary chords. Remember the primary chords, 1, 4, 5, 7? That's primarily what it is. And the first measure is just a broken chord. It's a 1 chord. The right hand, then the left hand comes over. See the LH for left hand, you cross over, and then the right hand. And then here, you got a 5/7 chord in the left hand. So that B is by itself. Make sure the left hand plays a rest. Rest. And then you come up an octave. And you only have it 1 beat to get up here. What I recommend you do, since the left hand plays first, is get the left hand up, get the right hand out of the way, and as the left hand is playing, you can go ahead and move the right hand up. So you're here, rest, then you got time. It's easier than trying to get both hands to move at once. Sometimes you got to do that, but let's not. And then the left hand goes to A, here, and then you're playing the same thing an octave higher. And then third line, down here, left hand, rest, C chord. These are broken chords, or arpeggiated chords, or arpeggios. Now, fourth line, B flat. If you got really big hands and your fingers won't fit up in here, you can play second finger instead of thumb if you have to keep your hand out here. But if you can, use the fingering in the book. And then here, now you're playing 2 notes at the same time, finally. Then the last line. Then up here. And the last note has an 8/8 under it, so you're going to take it down here. Doesn't matter which finger you play it, just play it. Go ahead and work on it, both hands together, so rhythmically it's even. Doesn't matter how fast you go. As far as the articulation goes, it's all phrased. Follow the phrase, connect it, except for the very last note, which is staccato. And you got rests in here, so that'll separate the phrases for you. You don't have to worry about lifting up. You're going to do it anyway. Just connect them. All legato. And that, we're talking the melody is legato here. So. You lift up, and each line is like this, and you get down to the last line, each measure is a phrase. So lift up, a little silence between each. Then dynamics. Well, the first line they just give you MF, that's the melody. Well, the first couple of measures it's all melody, so it's moderately loud. You'll have to decide how loud that is. I can't help it, it's just sort of loud. Now, in the third measure, it's the right hand. These chords keep them soft. Now you go down to medium soft, just a little softer than you were. And the left hand, keep it soft. Third line, now you're loud. Then the fourth line, loud. And then you go back up to the top, and the last line is sort of loud. Now you're loud. Like so. It says at the top, con spiritu, which means with spirit. It's not a speed, it's a mood. Well, a lot of times in music, on the tempo markets, they don't give you a tempo. They give you a mood of the piece, and you get the tempo from the mood. Well, it's with spirit, so It's not going to be slow, unless it's a really slow spirit. But it's up to you. It's the flow of the piece. It's how spirited are you? Me, it depends on the time of day and how much coffee I've had or whatever. It's a happy piece. Even though it's in a minor key, it's a happy piece. You're a happy ghost or whatever, I'm not sure. Roadmap wise, if you look at the next to the last line at the bottom there, at the end of it, it has a DC all coda. I don't remember, we assume we've had this before. DC means go back to the beginning. So from that point, you go back up to the top and start again. All coda means go to the coda sign. And the coda sign is the end of the second line. They have a note there, second time to coda, they don't need the note. All you need is the sign. And that tells you that when you get to that point, after you come back, then you jump to the coda, which is the last line. And that's sort of the roadmap of where we're going here. Now, they've added pedal. You don't need pedal. You can play the whole thing without pedal just fine. We just did. But since they've added it in, let's talk about it. I'm going to push the pedal down right after I play the notes. And I'm going to lift the pedal right after I play the notes in that third measure. After I play them. I play them first and then release the pedal. This ensures I have all sound going all the way through. So again, it's here. There's no pedal here. The second line is the same way. Third line, watch out here. This is not all connected here. I want a break between the second and third measures. So here, there's an eighth rest there. See that? So when I lift the right hand for the rest, I lift the pedal. So I get one beat rest. Again. It's all phrase. So now I release the pedal after I play. I do a thing we call change the pedal here. That's not what's marked, but I'm telling you this is what we're doing. And to change the pedal, you simply let it pedal up and push it right back down. You don't have to do quick. It's just up and down. That's changing the pedal. And then that fourth line between the second and third measures, I'm going to change. I'm going to do that right after I play the notes in the third measure. So this happens, the notes go first and then the pedal. So the pedal lags behind and it overlaps. So in that fourth line, you're here, here, and then here. See, here, and then put it right back down. So again, the fourth line. End of the line with the hands, because you got a one beat rest. Then we go back to the top and do all that mess again. And then for the coda, it's not pedaled, so we don't have to worry about it. And that's how I recommend you do the pedal. There's a lot of different pedaling styles and techniques, and we'll go through them slowly, one at a time. And this is the most common that is used, so this is what we're starting with. I like to play this with you slowly. We're going to do the DC and the coda and the pedaling and everything. We're just not doing dynamics, just notes and rhythms. So I'm going to give us 6 counts, and let's go through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 6, 2, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rest. 6. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the coda. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, rest.